This goes yellow. Yeah.
Hold on, cage fighting connoisseurs.
Look at
This
it.
is KidNate at BloodyElbow.com. Some unidentified nipples and Eugene S. Robinson.
I'm in the house of gay. In the good way. And he's Brazilian.
Yes,
So
we accept it. We love it.
And here we go. And he's not. Look. See what I got to put. See what I got to put up with?
Yeah,
you see?
yeah. You should have tapped these fools, Eugene. They have no
I
respect.
did. Yeah.
No respect.
They're paying into a bank account that I'll pay them out of later. And this Dream crusher Sorrel.
Look at to cry. The lack of respect at the
This
Dream
guy
Crushers
actually
Academy.
fought David Loazo. That was his biggest claim to fame.
I see. And how did it go?
See, he left.
I see.
I'm gonna spare him the description of how that went. Anyway.
Brutal. We're here, Eugene, for the Care Don't Care preview for a show I cared about so much I forgot it was happening. UFC London.
You really
Manuwa
fucked me up with
Anderson.
that, man. You really fucked me up with that. You know why?
Why? Because you should know better than to listen to me, Eugene.
Because the wife said, "Are we watching the fights on Saturday?" I go, "There are no fights." I'm texting during the show last night. She goes, "Great. We can go to see a Turkish movie about cats." I was like, "Okay, baby. 2-hour Turkish movie about fucking cats."
Are they stray cats in the city?
Yes. And then D-Man comes in and goes, "Actually, yeah." D-Man goes, "Oh, there's actually a fight." And I go, "Fuck. God, now."
Well, it's a daytime
no way
fight.
back out.
It's a daytime fight, so you can still watch the Turkish kitty movie.
Yeah, so I can bring the computer to training, put it up, set it up. We can watch it here, and then I can go to the 2-hour movie, Turkish documentary on cats.
Yes, and the thing is, a documentary about stray cats. No spoilers. There will be dead kitties.
No, it's supposed to be a feel-good movie.
There will be dead kitties, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So they start out with the dead kitties, and then the kitties make a triumphant return to
at some point, maybe in the second act, there will be dead kitties, and then there will be a happy ending.
Yeah.
So,
okay, all right. So anyway, we're here, and we're excited. We're geeked, right?
Oh man, we're pumped. I mean, how could we not be? This is our business, and a Saturday afternoon live UFC with Corey Anderson and Jimi Manuwa.
Oh,
does that say superstar or what?
All right. So are we ready for the disclaimer?
Yes, we are ready for the disclaimer.
Crybabies, bedwetters, greedy bread gobblers, work-shy individuals, malingerers. This is less to do with your skills and talents as a fighter and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight that the absolute entertainment giant WMEIMG, your corporate overlords, have put behind you. If you want to move from the don't care list to the care list, easy 2-step fight, an exciting fight. Until then, don't come crying to us. Bedwetters, crybabies. And it happens. Alex Oliveira, Charles Oliveira, Yair Rodriguez, Paul Felder, Chris Collier Greens.
Piss Collard Greens? I don't think he's going to like that.
Well, Sorrel got close to me, and I was like about to say piss off, and then I got confused.
Let's see. The team environment there at Dream Crusher Sorrel's Academy.
It's a pirate ship.
I see. Well, that's inspiring.
Right. See you later, Sorrel. See you later.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, you going on vacation? Yeah. Where you going?
We're going to Irvine.
Oh, he's going to Irvine. He never comes to my competitions, and when he does, he's sitting in the stands going like this, and then I look at him and go like, "What?" And then he goes, "Yeah."
Let him know what happened last time when you won.
I will. I'll let him know. Yeah, my last competition, the U.S. Open, where I won, I stood up from the mat and I see him in the stands. I go, "Ah!" And he was like, "Ugh!" And he goes, "You could have gotten disqualified for that." I go, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, you fucking
He tries
idiot."
to coach. He tries to help Eugene.
He tries to coach a little bit, yeah.
Some people are uncoachable. Clubhouse cancer? I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Who was that guy? Who was that? Who was a fucking clubhouse cancer?
Ricky Henderson?
No, Ricky Henderson was just a guy who could never remember anybody because he was on so many teams. He was a San Francisco Giant. He was
Barry Bonds?
Not Barry Bonds, but a guy. Oh God, he was an A-list player, but he was just chronically fucking disgruntled and causing shit. I mean, they invented the word clubhouse. I'll come up with a name.
Yeah. You think on that. You think on that. Okay. Saturday, primetime in UK afternoon in America. I don't have the exact hours, but it's
8 hour
afternoon.
time difference. 8 hour time difference.
Yeah, 6 hour time difference if you're in the Eastern time zone.
Right.
And it's all on UFC Fight Pass. So check your UFC.com for your scheduling details. It'll be Saturday from London, the O2 Arena. All
Saturday
of it on
nights
Fight
are right
Pass.
for fighting.
Huh? What?
Saturday nights are right for fighting.
Always feel free to interrupt me anytime you need to make an Elton John reference. Yes, that's broadcasting 101, I believe. You're killing me. Okay, so they've got a 9 or 10 fight prelim card on Fight Pass. Then they have a 4-fight main card on Fight Pass. And my prediction, Eugene, is that you are going to have 4 cares tops.
Total.
Total tops.
Oh, that's an aggressive number you're pushing there. I'm gonna write it down. All right, we'll see.
Yep. All right, so start out. This is the preliminary UFC Fight Pass card. This is UFC Fight Night 107.
Okay.
No, 108.
UFC,
No, wait, no, it's 107, but it was originally going to be 108. Sorry.
How'd that happen?
They had to cancel some shows. They canceled UFC Fight Night 106 in Las Vegas.
Who dropped out of that one that caused him to cancel it?
I don't. What am I, John Morgan of MMA Junkie? Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. So
I don't even know who that is. That's how far out of it I am.
you might have seen him on some of the pre-fight Gabriels, when they have journalists come on.
No.
He's the younger guy who makes Kevin Iole look trim and healthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and fashionable. All right, so, and no disrespect to John Morgan, God knows. All right, so women's bantamweight, Lena Landsberg and Lucy Pudilova.
Do not care.
Sorry, ladies. Even though she's Polish, Pudilova?
Is it? That's not a Polish last name.
It's not Pudilova? What is that, Finnish?
No, you have a lot of skis and skas, and but the ovas, you typically not Polish necessarily. But those borders were kind of fluid, man. So
Let's see. I thought they took care of that in the I'm trying to look up Czech.
There you go. And the thing is that Czech is so close to Poland that sometimes, but it's weirdly close. Like the Czech car, Skoda, right?
Yeah.
When people in Poland see that car, they laugh and laugh because Skoda in Polish means pity.
No, that's funny. That's funny stuff. So the Poles think they're better than the Czechs? Is that what you're saying?
I sort of got that sense.
I wonder what the Czechs think of that.
The Czechs are too busy cashing checks. They're they're a much more prosperous nation. So
yes, it's true. All right.
You don't hear about Czech women going to Poland to be strippers. You hear about Polish women going to Czech.
I see, and you hear about Czech women going to Germany.
Oh yeah,
strippers.
Yeah.
So there's like a food chain.
Because you can be paid in euros. I got a couple of friends who were making that journey. I mean, from the closest point in Poland, closest major city in Poland, it's in that 90 minutes. So 90 minutes, you could be collecting euros, and then be back in Poland.
You can't be getting paid in euros in Poland.
No, you zlotys.
Huh. I did not know this. All right, so moving right along. This is a professional show. Middleweight, Bradley Scott versus Scott Askham.
Love the last name, but do not care.
It's Askham, really, but yeah, I don't care.
Askham.
All right, bantamweight. Ian
because that could also be like the kind of camera you have for your ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sure that guy's only heard that 10 million times. Sorry.
Yeah. It's right up there with Nathan Bacon. Okay, bantamweight, Ian Entwistle versus Brett Johns. We've had fun at Mr. Entwistle's name.
Yeah, because his bass playing is just fantastic. But against who?
Brett Johns.
Yeah. Against who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't care. Sorry, man.
Yeah. And Entwistle's like 1-3 in the UFC. I don't know why he's still here. All right. Now we've got welterweight. This was an outside one. I was worried about this one. We'll see if you care or not. Welterweight, Vicente Luque versus Leon Edwards.
No. Cobos because
Edwards doesn't even get a care.
No, I said almost because of Edwards, but not quite. Sorry.
He's a youngster. I mean, he's only 25. It's pretty early to give up on him, Eugene.
You got to know. It's not giving up. It's just he hasn't risen to the level where I'm going to go.
He beat Albert Tumanov, choked him the fuck out.
That's right. Yeah, but before then, his fight before then was
another. He's had a string of painful decisions, and he's gigdy.
Yeah, that's what I'm remembering. I'm gonna have to say. I mean, because if the standard is, oh, I could go to the kitchen to get a glass of wine, or in this instance, I could stop my fucking fourth roll to pay attention because I have the computer here. No, I'm not doing that. I'm rolling.
Ouch! Ouch! Sorry, Mr. Edwards. Not sorry. All right.
What, you're caring?
No, I'm sorry. Not sorry.
All right, there you go.
Like Pee Wee Herman. Yeah. No, Leon. I still have hopes for Leon to someday be a care, but in the meantime, I just don't trust the cat. He's
and I'm sorry. Yesterday when we did If I Did It, I was talking about the Lost Battalion watch list. I forgot to put on. It should have been guilt by association. I forgot to put on Aljamain Sterling.
Ooh.
That watch the LB watch list. The alarm started going off because he was like, "I really won my last fight." Weep, 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 weep. Okay, man. Okay, bro. Yep. You're training at Sarah's. Okay, which means you're friends with Chris Weidman somewhere. Play Misty for me.
Play Misty for me. You know, our audience has no idea what that means.
Well, look it up. Look it up. Play Misty for me.
That's the old man show challenge. Learn, kids. Google is your friend. We're dropping pearls.
Yeah.
It's up to you to pick them up. All right. Middleweight. Tom Breese versus Oluwale Bamgbose.
I care.
Ooh, you're messing up my whole play, Eugene. I wasn't worried about this one. Why do you care about this one?
Well, because both of these guys have. I mean, this is just my sort of math. Both these guys have risen to almost cares. The fact that it's like the Princess Bride. The fact that the overlords have put them together means that there's an expectation that they either want them to perform or get the fuck out. So, and I'm presuming if I know that, they got to know that. So it might be a good fight. In other words, I'm waiting to get my glass of wine until this fight is over.
I see. They're both coming off losses.
Yep.
Breeze is 3-1 in the UFC, and Bamgbose. How do you? I mean, sorry, Bamgbose. Makusa. Yeah. And I just looked. He is 1-2 in the UFC, with losses to Uriah Hall.
Yeah.
And Mutanch Ferrara. So
I wasn't gonna pick him. I was gonna pick Cool Breeze.
I see. Breeze.
If that's not his fight nickname, he's a fucking idiot.
You said it, not me.
Whatever, man. Yeah, come on. You got a last name Breeze. You don't put Cool in there somewhere, you're fucking blowing it majorly.
Maybe he's Fresh Breeze.
Maybe he's Free Breeze.
Yeah. You know, my wife won't let me use that. She says it's full of toxic chemicals.
It is.
The disguise. They don't actually clean up smells. They just cover.
I just take earplugs and put them up my nostrils.
That sounds delightful.
It works.
I bet. All right, lightweight, Marc Diakiese.
Hold on. I got to write Breeze's name down. Are you going to make a pick on this one, or you don't care?
Oh, man, I don't care. I just don't care. And I'd have to pick Breeze anyway because Bamgbose not impressing me. All right, lightweights, Marc Diakiese versus Teemu Packalen. I think he's Finnish.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, he is Finnish. And Teemu, but I still don't care.
I see. What kind of name is Diakiese?
Yeah. What kind of name is that? What is that? Where are your people?
This comes from a genuine interest in other cultures. Okay.
Where are your people from?
This is not some kind of. I'm not some kind of Long Island bigot. Okay. I'm not like all your racist Italian friends.
Somebody is a D-man just texted. Are you thinking of Jeff Kent? No, Jeff Kent was Porn Stash who lied about how he got hurt on the mini bike. It wasn't him. Close, but it was the same generation. So it's a black guy, and I'll figure it out. I got to look up his name. This is a callback to the Clubhouse Cancer. So.
The San Francisco Giant Clubhouse Cancer. I still think you're thinking of Barry Bonds.
No,
all right. I don't put it past you to forget the name of the most famous player of his era.
Yeah,
you probably weren't paying attention.
No. I was paying attention.
How many Giants games you been to, Eugene?
One.
One at Candlestick Park.
And I've been to a total of my life 2 baseball games. One at Yankee Stadium, and then one at Pac-Bell Park.
Ooh, you didn't even go to Candlestick back when it was around.
Did I go? I never did go to Candlestick.
Wow, it was cold. It was cold and windy.
I was upset when I rewatched Freebie and the Bean It could see all the candlestick things. I said, man, I wish I gone at least once. So
Was that at my recommendation that you watched Freebie and the Bean?
yeah, it was.
Was it not shocking and appalling? I mean, it was fun, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Violent, racist, sexist. It's got it all.
It was great. And
Yeah.
Alan Arkin, one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, and he wields a lead pipe, which brilliantly, I might add.
I don't remember that scene.
You don't remember that when the Texan, when they had to get the
when they
dragged the giant Texan out of the hotel and the guy's calling him a cocksucker and challenging him to a fist fight. And
yeah, that was good.
yeah, and then Arkin says, "All right, motherfucker, let's get out of the car."
Yeah, that was great.
Works him over with a lead pipe. It's beautiful.
It's on Netflix, folks. Watch it. I think it's on Netflix. Anyway, you watch it.
Yeah, you can find it. I mean, come on. So we don't care about Teemu Packalen and Marc Diakiese.
Nope.
Now we've got heavyweights, Timothy Johnson and Daniel Omielanczuk. I totally mispronouncing.
Yeah, I used to care about Omielanczuk, but and because he's Polish, I think actually, right?
Yeah.
But I honestly,
he's 3-3 in the UFC. 4-3, sorry.
Yeah,
and
no, I don't. That's if you can't spell gict with that, then I don't know what you can spell gict with. So I don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, if
there's a good chance of a knockout.
Yes, yeah, maybe. So
I mean, I'll watch it. I'm just not. I don't care about these guys.
Am I going to cause grief at the household by not watching a 2-hour documentary on Turkish documentary Cats to watch this guy fight because I can honestly make the claim, oh, it's going to be great? Nah, man, I know because I don't know that. So
do you try to hide from your wife when you cry over the dead kitties, or do you?
Oh no, I'm not one. If I'm my kids said it best. The most terrifying thing is seeing dad cry, and if I'm seeing you cry, I know things have really gone wrong. My kids have never actually seen me cry. The women I've been with have seen me cry, and they feel the same
self-pity.
They feel the same sort of terror.
I see. They think he must be really desperate if he's.
No, it's the other thing, man. It's like the ambulance can't be far behind.
Oh my goodness!
Fucking dude is sobbing. This is a fucking problem.
All right, so let me know how many times you break down in tears.
I know some woman. She goes. Look, fuck it. Unless his mother dies, I don't want the dude I'm with crying for shit. I don't get. I'll tell you differently, but honestly, you're fucking crying. That's it.
Wow. See, I can cry in front of my wife. We watched the Doc Pomus documentary recently. Tears all the way through it.
But it's weird the shit that makes you cry. Like I'm pretty immune to most of it, and then I'm on an airplane and I'm watching Meet Joe Black, fucking sobbing like a baby, man. Sobbing like the fucking stewardess is like, "Hey, you okay?" I'm like, "Go away,
give me another drink and go away."
Exactly, because it was that one scene where Anthony Hopkins. He realizes Brad Pitt is death, and he's like, "Say you don't take my fucking daughter." And he says, "You realize I've loved her since the first day I saw her." And it's like,
you got kids.
You got kids, man. That softens you up, and also makes you much more violent.
Well, when backed into a corner, yes, yes, that's the thing. All right, so. We don't care about the heavyweights. Now we've got light heavyweight Darren Stewart and Francimar Barraso.
Oh, come on, man. No.
Yeah, no.
But this is not really their fault because you still got a budgie in that division. The new nickname for Johnny Boney Joni, bearded and pudgy. You still got him in that division. So anybody who comes along, you're gonna make the comparison point. And if it's not a reasonable comparison point, you're just like, fuck.
And if I may remind you, this is a rematch of the fight from Sao Paulo last November that ended with an inadvertent headbutt on the on the part of Stewart. Yeah. So this is a bit of a grudge match, but if I recall correctly, that fight sucked before the headbutt.
Yeah.
So
I'm not caring.
No. All right, now here's one. I budgeted for this one, but you're already over budget with the Breeze pick. So lightweight, Reza Madadi versus Joseph Duffy.
No, I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
What? The Swedish cat burglar versus the guy who beat Conor McGregor who's not Nate Diaz?
I'm doing it out of hostility for that guy. There's always going to be that one guy. For Duffy, there's always going to be that one guy. He fucking got dude on the night when he was napping. Somehow he's going to carry. Look, one of my MMA matches, I won because the guy punched himself in the eye, right?
And you take it.
And I'm fucking taking it, but I'm not gonna. If that guy had got on to a pro career, you think I'd be like, oh, I'm the guy who beat him?
But if you submitted Conor McGregor before he really knew that much about submissions.
Yeah, but the guy's got to. Okay, that's the entry. That you've made me look, but the guy's got to produce since then, and he hasn't. Right?
He's won most of his fights. He lost to Poirier, but you know, he's mostly won.
Which in my mind is screeching halt.
I see. And Reza Madadi, no cares for him?
Almost, but not quite.
What about the checkered past? I mean, he's like a one-man immigrant crime wave there in Sweden.
Well, that part, we'll see. I'm going to hold my fire on that till after tomorrow.
Let's see. All right, and then you'll vote National Front. Is that?
No, I'm just, you know, I'm interested, not concerned, interested in Wilders. I'm interested in Jimi Akison in Sweden. I'm interested to see if there's really going to be a global turn to the right. I'm kind of really curious. I mean, the dude in France fucking blew it with this doing business the old way in France, right? And
yeah. Well, it looks like Le Pen is in
the. I don't know what would stop her, you know, at this point. So. I mean, the thing is, she's got a benefit in that she's been out of the.
Now you're teasing it, Eugene. You're flirting all around, but you're not going in for the Nazi reference.
I made the Nazi reference in the first 3 minutes, man.
When?
Where the hell were you?
I was probably tweeting out the show.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch the show. I got the Nazis in early.
I see. Your connection is crystal clear today here at the gym. I remember when the gym used to be the problem.
Well, I got a hard wire into the wall. I'm not doing Wi-Fi.
I see. Well, we might. You
can't see it. Sorrel got a whole big new desk here, so I'm kind of discombobulated.
I see. I noticed he doesn't have the diplomas on the wall anymore
because he put the new wall thing, and he's about to put that shit back up. So
I see. Okay, so we don't care. You don't care about Joe Duffy and Reza Madadi.
I care. Okay,
I care.
Who's your pick?
Joe Duffy, baby, all the way. I'm still hoping for that big Conor McGregor rematch.
Okay, so we're 1-4. If they're hoping to that's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, that washcloth is wrung out. But I mean, I'm the kind of guy that scrapes the bong every time. So,
hey, and he does a LL Cool J callback. I'm the type of guy.
I don't think LL Cool J ever copped to smoking resin though. So
no, but this was just about how he is fucking other people's women, which you say you have never done. Amazing.
I didn't say I'd never done that.
You said the other show you've never had sex with somebody else's wife.
Does that include separated wives?
Yeah, no, not really.
I don't think that. And live-in girlfriend doesn't count.
Yeah.
So I think I can stick with that.
Yeah, whatever.
I think I can. Okay.
Not me. Yeah. I'm pure as a driven snow.
Indeed. Of course we are. All right. So now we're to the main card. That's right. You're gonna have to change Fight Pass streams.
Oh man. Okay.
I think they might.
But it's still Fight Pass, huh?
It's all Fight Pass, baby. It's all Fight Pass, unless you're in the UK, in which case it's BT Sports, and it's all gambling ads. If you've ever watched one of the BT Sports broadcasts, every fucking ad is legalized gambling.
Yeah,
you can see the moral fiber of the UK fraying before your eyes. All right, so now we've got Fight Pass, 4 cards, 4 fights. Oh, yeah. Featherweight: Arnold, Allen, Makwari, Amirkhani. Amirkhani. Did you see the Dagestani MMA event that a brawl broke out?
The whole place, it was like a Wild West bar, right? Yeah.
Yes, it was like the Ukrainian parliament.
yeah, that was great.
Except no guns were pulled. That was the big difference. So,
okay.
Yeah. Any cares?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. Now this was the knife edge because you already went over budget. Bantamweight: Marlon Vera versus Brad Pickett.
Oh yeah, I care.
Because of Pickett?
Because I think this is Pickett's last stand, right? I mean, they love him because of the hat.
Fight.
Yeah, right. So
and he beat Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Way back.
I'm gonna pick Pickett.
You're gonna pick Pickett. Do you realize when you look at his Wikipedia page, you barely see any green for all the pink? He's lost 5 out of his last 6 fights.
Yeah, this is his last one, man.
Yeah, this is it. But I don't think he's winning.
Really?
No way. I mean, no. The guy's completely shot. They're putting him in there against a 24-year-old, admittedly a 24-year-old with a 2-2 UFC record, but still.
Okay, so you're picking the other guy.
I'm picking Marlon Vera, the other guy.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll put that down.
I can't believe I was bragging about never sleeping with a married woman. That's
I can't believe it either. It seemed to be really inadvisable, but I wasn't going to stand in the way you flinging yourself off that cliff.
I wonder what the context was.
As much of an insufferable goon, some guy actually on Twitter called me. I love that. I was going to have business cards printed up. Insufferable. Because right now on my business card it says applied semiotician, which is too highbrow. I want insufferable goon. That's
it's much closer. Yeah, that's
much closer to fucking reality. So
yeah. But you've got self-awareness.
Because most people, well, that's the thing.
That's what separates you from the Phantom Toll booth.
Like the girlfriend that once said to me, "What's the difference between you and a scumbag?" And I had an answer. So insufferable goon. I'm the kind of guy who hears that and go, really? So anyway, like I was saying, just call me like I called a coworker. I meant, hey, dude, man, you're like fucking foghorn leghorn. And the guy actually like got his feelings hurt. And I had to go, okay.
Got his feelings hurt. Doesn't he know foghorn leghorn's the good guy?
Well, he was always talking, and he was from the South. So I
see. He might have felt,
Yeah, I say, boy, I say. That boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. Inimitable Mel Blanc.
Yes,
a Brooklyn Hebrew.
He was doing that was an imitation of a popular comedic character from the radio at the time, Senator Claghorn, I think.
Yes, yeah, so, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you ever get any of those cassette tapes of old radio shows like Jack Benny or Fred What's His Face?
I got the one with Tallulah Bankhead and who the fuck was she going at it with? Hooks and tongs. Maybe Tallulah Bankhead and Bette Davis. It was fantastic. Really.
This was on the Jack Benny show?
No, it was just some old radio show. It was super fucking catty. I was introduced to it by Diamanda Gallus. Like, you gotta listen to these. I was like, fuck.
I could see her being into Tallulah Bankhead and Betty Davis in a big way.
Of course. Yeah.
Are you watching Feud on FX?
No, because I turn on if I want to see that shit. I'll just go
Bring back
Charlotte or whatever happened to Baby Jane. I watch the originals. There's nothing like the magic of the originals.
This is pretty fun, man. Susan Sarandon and Jessica Lange are bringing it. I gotta say. I've
always been both fans of both of them, so yeah, I might see it, but.
Yeah. So
I get irked every time I see Stanley Tucci.
He's actually really good as Jack Warner.
Okay, all right.
He really is.
The only reason I get irked is because I feel like the guy said about Elaine Boozler, like what? This is the greatest actor. I mean, I think the amount of work he gets is disproportionate to his level of talent. And what? Everybody's afraid to tell him? Come on, man. Come on. I like Stanley Tucci, but he's just every fucking movie. Stanley Tucci, he's like what Chris Rock said about Jude Law. Every fucking movie, we got to see this guy? No, man. No, Jake. You're not that good.
Jude Law's got a place in my heart for his nanny scandals.
No, he did a great job playing that assassin in that 1920s movie with it. The assassin photographer. Do you remember that? Was it John Dillinger?
Yeah, that was good.
He was good in that, actually. So,
but I mean, when he porked his nanny, that was
yeah. Did he do that twice or something? Or no, I'm thinking of Ben Affleck too. Yeah, or did he do it twice?
Well, he got caught. It could have been Affleck. I don't know. One of them got caught twice.
I don't know. Sure I don't know how women don't see that coming.
Maybe they do.
I was dating this woman once, and she had kids, and she was like, "Why don't you take the babysitter home?" Right? And I was like, all right. So I'm taking the babysitter home, and there's like this uncomfortable shit, right? Second time, she goes, why don't you take Linda home? And after the second time, I was like, you know what? I think I'm better off covering the sleeping kids, and you take Linda home, if you know what I mean. She goes, what? Oh, she's just a child. Like, she's 17. Stop it. Take her home.
Let's see. Satan, get thee behind me, Satan.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying there.
When a man and a woman are alone, the devil makes a third.
That's, yeah. I talk to my wife too much.
And I was 24 and this chick was 17. Come on.
Yeah. It's dangerous situation. But, I'm cynical and jaded because my wife prosecutes these people.
Yep.
And with that story, the stepfather who asked to stay with the kids instead of going with the hot young babysitter.
I know it's
you know, future suspect.
Well, you know, when I was married and we had kids parties, and it was like the wife would say, "Okay, why don't you take so and so home?" And I go, "Nah, I'm staying with my kids." And I think a non-custodial father should be not staying with other people's kids. I'm sorry. I don't want the father driving my kids home.
I think if you're with a group of kids, it's okay. Like, I'm a trained Cub Scout adult. I've got my card.
That sounds creepy in and of itself. You got to know that, right?
You had to sit through an all-day fucking training session. I'm not talking about I'm talking like hours and hours of this shit. And you know what it boiled down to?
Dirty movies. How about that?
It not even that. It boiled down to don't be alone with anybody else's kid. That's all it comes down to.
Standard fucking rule, man.
Yep. 2 kids, fine. 2 adults, 1 kid, fine.
Yep.
Don't be alone with anybody else's kid. That's what Dennis Hastert.
For your own fucking protection. For your own
exactly.
Protection, you don't know. You don't know what somebody says. And honestly, I don't want a non-custodial man hanging out with my kids. Sorry.
No, I don't either. I don't either. Although I'm torn though. It's like these. It seems like the child molesting priests are always like the one that kids love. One that's always got the fun activities and teaches the kids a lot and stuff. So,
and I'm the one who's super suspicious. There was a guy in my neighborhood, Louis, and when I was in Crown Heights, and Louis was giving fireworks to the kids, giving candy to the kids. And one day my mother said, "Don't go over to Louis anymore." I go, "Oh, but Louis just don't go over." I saw him through the window, and he was helping, giving this candy to some little girl, and he was like kind of touching her shoulder. I didn't like it. I was 9 years old. I'm sure he wasn't just touching her shoulder. That's what my mother said. And then when he saw her, he was kind of like that, Don't go over to Louis.
Creepy.
Yep.
Creepy. Yep. It's all.
And all the kids loved him. Let's go over to Louis. Yeah.
That's the thing. And multiple times I was old enough and wary enough to take the free shit from the pervert, but not get caught in the web. But if you're not, stay clear. And even if you think you are, sometimes you're wrong about that. All right. Like Jeffrey Dahmer. All those guys that went over to Jeffrey Dahmer's house, had a drink.
Well, that's a mistake. I mean, you don't be supping fluids at somebody's house. I don't even do that shit during job interviews. I read some article in the Soho Weekly News about male-on-male rape, and some guy was like, "Oh, well, I went to a business meeting in a hotel. Next thing I know," and it wasn't until I got older where I figured out, business meeting in a hotel, come on.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Although I have been in business meetings in hotels where we rented a suite and used it for focus groups and stuff, but it didn't have a bed in it. I mean, no bed in the room.
Yeah, right.
But have another drink.
Yeah. No,
okay.
Dahmer learned it because one of the first guys he fucking went after was that high school wrestler. It was when he was in high school, and the guy beat the shit out of him. Yeah, so he's like, I need to even the playing field here.
You gotta have an edge. You gotta have an edge. That's Jeffrey Dahmer. What a creep. Okay. Welterweight. Alain Jouban and Gunnar Nelson. Battle of the very handsome men.
Yeah. I care.
You care. So which one of these handsome men do you hate more?
I hate Jouban more because I think he underperforms.
Yes. Is he a gict?
Yeah, I think he's a gict as well. And it's like, I keep thinking that line from Raging Bull. He ain't pretty no more.
Don't you want to be the guy that wrecks his look?
Yeah, I mean, I like Gunnar's whole thing. I like the karateka thing. I like the Icelandic thing.
Since when do you like the karateka thing?
I'm a fucking brown belt in Kempo karate.
You always talk on karate. Incessantly. This is the first time I've ever heard.
No, it's the exact opposite. I'm a Machida guy. I'm a Machida guy. I like. I just don't like Sage Northbutt. Sage who? Northbutt. Sorry, Northcutt. I just don't like.
That's so racist. So racist.
Racist? What? Because he's the great American white hope.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. From Sugarland, Texas.
Yeah. Who else was from Sugarland? Oh no,
Tom
it was
DeLay.
it was a movie that I'm thinking about. Sugarland
Express. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, right.
Goldie Hawn. All right.
So I care, and I'm picking Gunnar. Who are you picking?
I got to pick Gunnar too. Although the odds that he wrecks Jouban's face are slim.
Yeah, I don't think he's not got to wreck the guy's face.
No, he's going to beat him, though.
Yeah.
I think handily. Second round submission.
All right.
And now we come to the I can't believe it's a main event. Jimi Manuwa and Corey Anderson. Corey, what the fuck am I doing headlining a card, Anderson?
You know what? Some are going to say later that I did this to fuck your count, but I'm just being honest. That's typically what people say before they're about to fuck you over, but I don't care about this fight, man.
Yay, you saved my count.
I thought you said 4.
I said max 4.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Yeah, I really don't give a fuck about this fight. I like Manuwa, but I do not like Corey Anderson. So
yeah, I just can't. I mean, but Manuwa's a gicked all the way.
Yep.
But he only loses to the best guys. So I figure this. But Corey Anderson is a pustule, man. That guy is a threat to win.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's
I
gonna,
care, man.
He's how you feel about Francis Carmont is how I feel about Corey Anderson.
I'm close with that. Yeah, I'm very close to calling Corey out for being a bore. And I think he beats Manuwa. I'm picking him.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
This way I can't lose, you see.
Well,
because if I pick him,
okay,
then I'm smart if he wins. And if he loses, then I'm yelling, hit him some more.
Well, man, you have emerged as the optimistic man on this card. You got 4 fucking cares to my 3.
Wow.
And you don't.
I thought you had 4 cares.
No, and you don't even have to watch a 2-hour documentary on cats.
Don't have to. I want to.
You get to. Oh,
I love a good cry.
Yeah.
I love a good cry.
I don't know it's tier worthy. They say it's feel good. That could
feel good. Dude, if it's about stray kitties.
You know what country has a stray kitten problem that I've been to has been freaking Israel. Tel Aviv.
Israel.
Yeah, people are soft, man. They're feeding these cats and it's crazy. I was like, what are we near an animal shelter? They're like, no. There's just, Israelis feed these cats and it's,
And they don't neuter them? They don't spay and neuter?
Finally, people were like starting to think maybe you should put birth control in the food, but no, they don't. So.
In Texas, you can just grab a stray cat, trap it, take it to a vet, and there's like a program to spay and neuter.
Yeah, there's a program.
Yeah.
It's that two go out, 1 come back. There's a Popeye's afraid to get in the car with me. We're coming back, right, dude? Right? We're coming back, dude. Yeah, no, Popeye, we're coming back, man. Okay.
Is the vet the only place you take Popeye in the car?
No, I used to take him all over, man, until he had the fabulous shit explosion thing. And then I was like, that's it. You're 86th. And so he was 86 for a year. And then I let him back in. And then the soon-to-be wife came over. And then he was like, what the fuck? What is she doing in my seat? I was like, hey, man, sorry. It's the wave of the future in the back. And so he's there, but not when I'm driving the 65 Chevy, which is in the new Oxbow music video. It actually, the car is featured, so you can see it in action driving all of those who doubted that the 65 Chevy named Crypt it really existed. It's there.
I see. Did the guitar player trick you into less screen time by letting you have the car in the video? Is that?
Oh, no. He's such a fucking crybaby that he's gotten things where people are trying to mollify him, like, because he wasn't down with the whole video thing. I go, we need a video. Oh, well, and so we took submissions, watched this guy, and this guy was one of the people that we picked. I said, okay, we're going to have him come over now. I've been working on this script. He's like, well, it really would have been nice if the rest of us. So I don't have the fucking time for this. So I just bought the guy a plane ticket, flew him over. I had no idea whether the rest of the band was even going to show up. But he showed up, and I told the video guy, he's like, give, every member of the band was supposed to have some sort of theatrical cameo, but he was the only one that really ended up with one. So
I see.
Yeah, like you notice, if you notice the clip, he was like, he picked you have 3, because you do this with Bloody Elbow, you have 3 thumbnails that you could put as a video clip. So he puts a photo of himself as a thumbnail for the video. It's like, whatever, dude. Whatever, man. You got a front, man. It's inevitable. Sorry, I could suck more, but that's not, 26 years into this thing, it's not happened yet. So
I see. He's still playing Brian Jones, dear Mick Jagger, right?
Yeah, it makes people wonder there's tension from this band. It's like,
Because one guy's got all the musical talent and all the ideas.
No,
and another guy.
Not only ideas. He's got all the musical talent, but thematically, the underpinnings of it. I mean, I'm naming all the records. I'm writing all the lyrics. I'm naming all the songs.
Lyrics.
So, I got plenty of those. And so, if people ask, I mean, at this point now, the cool part is if people ask those kind of questions, he cedes, right? Like, well, it seems like you're saying in the song, he lets me answer. And if they say to me, you have a musical structure, you talk about box, Goldberg variations, I let him answer. What the fuck do I know? So
I see. Well, it's good that you've worked this out. That's how you've stayed together.
Except for the fact that nobody gives a fuck about Goldberg's fucking box of Goldberg variations, except for like real hardcore music heads. But people would care about the lyrical underpinnings because they don't even hear the lyrics, so it helps.
I see. Well, all right. That's our show. Got an Oxbow plug-in, 2 Nazi references. Yes, and Eugene,
I jumped the gun. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah. So follow us on Twitter at KidNate, at Eugene S. Robinson. Read me up, LadyElbow.com. Read Eugene at Aussie.com. I didn't plug your book, Fight. Everything you ever want to know about ass kicking, but Fred, you get your ass kicked for asking.
Oh, no, people need some. The only reason Nate did that was because Alexi on If I Did It Last Night.
Choking on it.
Yeah, he just choked so badly on it that Nate is like, let me show you how it's done.
That's right. Let me show you. I'm about to dab.
Right,
okay.
Right. And then also Instagram, but I got to tell you, I got to approve you, and you don't request. I click. Oh, it's private. You're set to private. I got to see yours first, and you got to have photos because otherwise, I assume you're a spy. And it would be Mr. Sleep 3. Are you on Instagram?
I think I had to for work, but I don't really pay much attention.
I like it. I actually like it.
My wife tells me when Bloody Elbow hasn't been updating their Instagram, and I get onto the staff. But otherwise,
all right.
Yeah.
What's your wife doing on Instagram?
She's following her cousins from East Texas.
That's really far away from where you are, I guess. Huh?
It's like
6-hour drive. Yeah, Texas is huge. All right.
Yeah. Big state. It's a whole other country, as they say.
Yeah, right.
All right. Subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube. Subscribe to MMA Nation on iTunes. Get the audio without the ugly. Give us a thumbs up. Don't do what Eugene is doing, which is ugly gesture.
Sorry.
It's a hostile, a lot of sublimated, barely not even sublimated hostility there. Just
at one point, some guy was like, I'm backing out into the street to get out of a parking spot, sideways parking, get back out. Cab driver comes down, he's about 100 yards away, starts beeping from 100 yards away, even though clearly I'm in motion making a thing. It's a nice, quiet. It's a guitar player's neighborhood in San Francisco where he lived, and I stopped, rolled the window down, and said, "You see these? You see these? I want you to suck on these."
Charming. That's what my mailman did to me the last time I nearly ran him over backing out of my driveway.
Really?
So, yeah, well, it's like the 4th time. And I have learned, because he always comes right when I'm going to pick my kid up from school. I have learned to consult the rearview mirror before racing out of my carport.
He gave you the double bird and told you to suck on his fingers?
He got a little upset because it was a close call. So
there's a guy I know who used to deliver newspapers, and it was early morning.
Grit?
And I used to deliver newspapers, but he got backed into and got his leg broken by a neighbor, right? That's all right. So he gets a cast put on, not the newfangled cast that they put on nowadays, but the old-fashioned thing. And it's summertime, and he keeps saying, "Doctor, my leg hurts. Doctor, my leg hurts." They go, "You're fine. You're fine. You're fine." Finally, they say, "Well, this is maybe a problem." They take it off. He's got fucking gangrene. Turns out it was summertime. He had been straightening out a hanger to scratch his leg. Couldn't feel it. Got infected. Amputated fucking leg.
The whole leg. Fuck.
From the knee down. You know how I know this? Because I was working with a designer, and he invited me over to his house, and we get there, and then he says, "You see dude there in the living room?" And he tells me the story. It was one of the most depressing places I've ever fucking been, because the guy had just had his leg amputated. 19 years old, just had his fucking leg. He's sitting in the living room looking on the couch like, I mean, first of all, it wasn't like he got his leg amputated doing something fantastic. He's delivering fucking newspapers, man.
What would be fantastic? Like climbing Mount Everest?
skiing, rock climbing, you hurt yourself doing something you really like, or surfing and got attacked by a
Caught
shark.
under a rock for 28 hours and you saw it off.
Hey, no, please. I remember that story. Yeah,
It's a movie too.
yeah, they made it into a movie.
Yeah. Anyway, was that all our plugs? Oh, the thumbs up below the screen there. And I think that's all our plugs, Eugene.
That's it. And if you want to see the Oxbow video, type Oxbow, a clean and well-lit place. You should watch it. It's cool.
I will check that out. And we'll have 6th round after the fights. Eugene will have Knuckle Up on Sunday. No UFCs for a couple of weeks, but we'll have If I Did It.
Knuckle Up is a Monday thing. It's a special treat for it to be Sunday, and I only say this because I have a show. I have a show on Sunday with me and Juju in San Francisco at the Chapel.
So you'll be taping Knuckle Up.
I'll probably do it early because the fight's early. So
I see. Okay. All right. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. All right. Adios, MMA aficionados. Thanks, Eugene. We'll see you next time.
All right, man. Later.